If you're thinking about starting a 3D printer business, or you've already started but you feel a bit lost, this video is for you. I want to talk about the stuff that nobody talks about. I want to tell you about the stuff that really matters. When I first started, I watched loads of YouTube videos, I read loads of Reddit posts, and I went out and bought everything that I thought I needed. But I still ran into lots of problems and wasted lots and lots of valuable time. So I'm going to give you 5 things today to help you avoid those mistakes that I made and get you to making money quicker. Okay, let's start. This is something that I think you all need to hear. When you start a 3D printing business, you have a vision of what you think that's going to look like. You think you're going to immediately receive passive income. You think printers are going to be running through the night, and you think you're going to have all of your Etsy sales coming rolling in. And look, that does happen. It can happen to you, and it did happen to me. But not before I learned all of these lessons. There's always a gap between that and reality, and where people start and where people give up. So today I'm going to tell you what nobody told me that's going to save you weeks and weeks and weeks of wasted efforts and get you in to start making money straight away. Okay, the first one's a reality check. There's more than just learning how to 3D print. There's how to take good photography. There's the SEO. There's how to list things effectively on Etsy. There's how to package. There's how to provide good customer services. All of those things are going to contribute to you running a successful business. And for most of us, that's while holding down your day job until your 3D business takes off. That's not me trying to put you off. That's me giving you a reality check and setting the expectations. You 100% absolutely can make a full-time living from selling your 3D prints. But it is a lot of work and you need to be ready to put that work in. Okay, point 2. Your first few listings probably won't sell. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's true. What you have to try and learn as quickly as possible is that you need to make things that people want to buy, not things that you find interesting to make. Just because they're fun to make or they look really cool doesn't mean people are going to want to buy them. You need to do your research and you need to see what other people are selling online. Okay, this third point's important and it can easily be overlooked. Failed prints are not just annoying, but they're expensive. There's the filament costs, the electricity costs, the time that you've wasted, as well as potentially a bad customer service and a late delivery. When I started, I thought failures were just part of it. And to some degree they are, but you need to make sure that you build a buffer into your pricing to allow for wastage. If you've got a batch order, make sure you run a single test print first. And if it's a single print, just spend that little bit of extra time just double checking the settings. Okay, the fourth thing is pricing. Most people massively underprice their products. For the first 6 months, I was massively underpricing. I thought that by selling in cheap, I would undercut everyone else and I would get more sales. The reality is low pricing doesn't always bring in more sales. From a customer perspective, low pricing can sometimes mean low quality. Whereas if you price your product appropriately, people will see the value in your product and they will recognize the quality that you're providing. The easiest way for you to calculate your price is to look at the expenditure. So look at the time that the product takes, the amount of filament that it uses, the amount of electricity that it uses, any additional parts that you may need, and then look at your postage and packaging. Take all of those costs combined and then add a markup. A good starting point for a markup is 50%. The main thing to consider is price for profit, not volume. Generally speaking, customers that are only buying on price are not the types of customers that you want anyway. And number 5, this is a business, not a hobby. Now that this is a business, there are other things to consider. There's record keeping, there are taxes, there is paperwork, there is liabilities, there are insurances. There's lots more to think about now that you're running a business. I know that that can sound scary, but it doesn't have to be. Making sure that you have the basics in place before you start selling volume means that as your business does grow, you'll have the processes in place to be successful and be efficient. Okay, just to recap, the 5 points are: it's harder than you might think. Your first products probably won't sell. Failure is more than an annoyance, it's an expense. Most people massively underpriced, and now it's a business. You need to treat it like one. None of that should put you off, but it should prepare you and make sure that you're going into this with your eyes open, making sure that you can be as successful as I know you can be. If you found this video useful, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and make sure that we can get the word out to as many people that are looking to start 3D printing business. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.